Needles, thread, looms, time, and patience. These 5 listed ingredients have one thing in common: crafting. Crafting may not be an art, but is a hobby like people like myself enjoy to do. The craft I've been doing for the longest amount of time is potholder making. Around the age of 12, I got a loop and loom set for Christmas, and when I first made my first potholder and read the instructions, it intrigued me to make more and more. The steps I followed were sorting out the colors I wanted to use and setting up my potholder loom, weaving the loops through the ones that were stretched across, and finally finishing off the potholder. If you want to make the potholder of your dreams, follow these simple and easy steps. Sorting out the colors you want to use is how you start. Sorting out the colors into piles and choosing what ones you want to use. I have with me this type of loop, which is more stretchy. Then I have these ones, which are fabric and sometimes harder to use. Pick a pattern you want to follow. As I have here, I have pretty much all one color, but on the end I have a different color, and it's fabric instead of the stretchy ones. Now that you have your loom and first loops place ready, it's time to start weaving. Weaving the colors of your choice through the stretched looms is the next step. Choose whether you want to use your fingers or a hook to weave. Hook is way easier if you're just starting off, but hands can get in the way, but I don't have a hook, so. Go up and under, or under and over for your first loop. I always go over and under for the first one. Seems to be easier for me. And then once you have your first loop set, you want to alternate all the way until you get to the end. And after the exciting part of weaving your loops through the straightened loops, the finishing off your amazing potholder is the most difficult part. Take one of the loops on the end off, and then take the one directly next to it off. Make sure the rest of them don't come off at the same time. That will end up in disaster. Once you have those first 2 off, you want to take the second one and pull it through your first loop. Once you have the pattern figured out of taking off the loops off the pegs, you want to repeat until you get all the way finished. Like I said, make sure that they don't come off all at once. That will end up with a messed up potholder. Now that you have your potholder finished, you have a useful potholder to keep hot cooking pots off of that beautiful kitchen or dining room table you have at home. This potholder was made by first picking those favorite colors of yours, then prepared your loom and started weaving once that was done. Lastly, the difficult task of finishing off your potholder. Some tips to use is to use a hook, because hands are a lot harder. In my case, I've been making potholders for a while, and my hook snapped in half when I was making a potholder. As stated in the speech, potholders are not used for drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. If you want to make the potholder of your dreams, follow these simple and easy steps. Get to it.